Hello everybody, it's Dana. Welcome back to my channel, and today will probably be the last video that I'm gonna do on my fall journals because I need to get these done and in my shop because it's already the first week of October. And so I'm gonna make a couple of little ephemera pieces today to that I needed to do, and then we're gonna move on to Christmas because this is the first thing we're gonna do today. If you remember, we made these little notebooks last time, and I said we were gonna make a paper clip to hold them. So this is the paper clip we're gonna make, and it has a little pocket that holds a couple pieces, little things. And it's got all these little lace pieces and stuff and tickets, and it's super cute. So it's got a little dangly on it. Let me show you another one kind of up close and not on a page. So this is what we're gonna make, and you would not believe how easy this is. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm gonna want, okay, so this is a piece of just cardstock, and it's a neutral, so it's gonna go with all my journals, and it is 3 inches by 4 1/4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna fold it over and it just is up to you how far you want to fold it over, but know that this little part right here, however much you leave when you fold it over, is going to be the size of your pocket. Okay, so when I fold this over, it's going to make this pocket. So however big you want that pocket to be, that's how far you want to fold this over. Okay, so I'm just going to get my folds in, making sure they're as straight as I can get them. And then I'm going to ink everything. And you just would not believe, for something so cute, you will not believe how easy this is to put together. So I'm gonna ink all my sides, and of course, like I always say, if you're not an inker, don't worry about it, just don't ink it. Okay, I'm gonna do the back too. All right, so I'm using a large paper clip, and I'm going to clip this into the middle section. And I've got the small part of the paper clip on the inside and the large part on the outside. Now to stabilize this, and this project is inspired by Melina. I always forget her YouTube channel name. It's Me Crafty something, but you can also find a link to her channel over at Scrapbooking with Me YouTube channel. She always has a link to her channel. So I'm using packing tape, and I'm just gonna secure this inside with packing tape, and it's just another measure taken where it's not going anywhere, and I've got something underneath my tape, and I'm just not even going to worry about it because it's not going to show. Now I'm going to take the larger of the 2 flaps, and I'm going to put glue all around and just glue this all the way down. Be generous with the glue. You don't want your paper clip going anywhere. And I'm using art glitter glue, and it does hold onto that packing tape. Even though it's a slick surface, not all glues will hold on a slick surface like that. But the art glitter glue does hold onto that packing tape. Okay, and then to make my pocket on the small flap, I'm just gonna put glue on either end. Okay, and that's our base. That's how quick that is. Very easy. All right, so let me fold this. Let me put my pen in my glue. the next thing I'm gonna do is just, I wanna add something a little decorative right here to this flap. And I'm just gonna use a scrap of fabric just from all of the covers and stuff like that I've done. Just using a little strip, and it's the perfect thing to just add to this flap. So I'm just gonna use that, and I'm just gonna use art glitter glue. And that will hold it. It's not a heavy fabric, it's just light, and a light fabric, and it's a small piece of it. So art glitter glue will hold that as well. So I'm just gonna put this down and let this dry a little bit before, and we'll work on our danglies. Before I do that, I'm just gonna punch with the small hole on my crocodile, just kind of in the corner, right there. So you can see that, just kind of right in the corner. All right, so for our danglies here, what I've got is, I'm gonna use tickets from the Tim Holtz ticket book. And this is great. It's got all kinds of tickets in here. Very, very useful. So that's what I'm gonna use. Now, I do have stamps too that you can use. You can make your own tickets. If you have ticket stamps and you don't have, let me show you these. So this is just Stampers Anonymous, and it's called Ticket Booth. There's the number right there. So you can make your own tickets if you have stamps. It doesn't have to be these stamps. If you have any kind of ticket stamp, you can do that. You can literally stamp any image out. And let me just show you really quick. If you wanted to use, I have this, let me find it. This punch that's got the stub, and you can cut out just anything, and you can stub punch the corners. Just want to show you, if you don't have the things that I have, and you've got a ticket shape right there. If you don't have this punch, you can, let me just show you a couple different ways. If you don't have that punch, you can also take just pinking shears, take a little rectangle, and you can take pinking shears. I've done this before too, and just cut on either end to make it look like a ticket. Or you can also just take a little rectangle piece of paper, and just like that stub punch, and just kind of cut the corners out like that. So you don't have to have all of the things that I'm working with here. There's several ways you can just make your own tickets. All right, so let's move on. So I've got just a little scrap piece of lace here. I've got a bigger piece of lace. I've punched, I have a little butterfly punch, and I punched a little butterfly out just to embellish my ticket a little bit. I'm just gonna ink around that and put some glue on it. And I'm just gonna stick this right on my ticket. Let me see, I want the numbers going across the bottom. So I'm just gonna put that right on my ticket just to kind of embellish it a little bit. I also have a bulb pin here, and I have a little, well, just a little rose charm that I'm gonna put on there as well. Okay, so I'm gonna punch a hole in my ticket near the top of it, kind of in the middle. And then I'm gonna start layering things on my bulb pin. And I do find that bulb pins work best here. You can use just a regular safety pin. It's just not gonna lay as nice is all. So I'm gonna put my charm on first because I want my charm to lay on top. then my ticket. And I'm going to just kind of fold this green lace here, and I'm going to stick that on. Layering that on there. And then I've got my big piece of lace that's going to sit on the back. And I'm going to kind of center it on here. Just like that. I want my green lace to stick out here a little bit. And then I'm going to stick it right through the hole in my paperclip base. Okay, and that's what we have so far. Really cute, right? So now in the little pocket, I want to put some little pieces of just something. So I'm going to put a little ticket in there. And I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of fabric. What I like to do in my journals that I sell that I'm going to put on my shop is I like to, in the pockets and anywhere I can, I like to add little pieces like this. So when you're working in your journal, and you want to embellish the page a little bit or something like that, you've got little pieces that I've included in there for that. And that's it. That took like 10 minutes to make, and it's super cute. And you know, like my little charm here is just a little rose that is not fall themed, but it just looks really cute with a little charm on there. So I showed you the one that's in the journal. So that's what it looks like when it's holding that little notebook in. Super cute. And then I've made these other 4 to go in my other journals. So really, really cute and very quick. Okay, so we have that. Now the other thing that I wanted to make, I don't really know what you would call this, but this is what I'm gonna make it out of. Let me clean up here a little bit. I've got stuff everywhere. It's kind of in my way. Take my hole punch, put it away, kind of clear the decks a little bit. I'm gonna need my bone folder, and I'm gonna need my paper cutter. This is just packing paper, brown packing paper that has come just in, you know, orders from Amazon, things like that. And what I do is I just kind of flatten it and fold it up, and I put it in my drawer over here. So when I need to use it for something, I have it. So what I'm gonna do is kind of cut a piece off here. Trying to figure out what size I want to make it. I know I'm going to use these labels, so I need to make it wider than that. I'm just going to kind of cut this as straight as I can because it's not going to fit in my trimmer the way it is. It's too large. Okay, so that'd be 2. I need 5. So that might be right here, because this is doubled up. I'm not going to need all of it, but just so I don't have to come back and cut again. All right. And I'll use my trimmer to kind of even those up a little bit. All right, let's put that aside. So I want to make sure that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking about 5 inches. I want it to be able to go into a tuck. So what I'm going to do is kind of fold it. I'm going to even up the sides here with my paper cutter. And I'll tell you the finished measurement when I get it on. Once I get it all kind of decided on. that looks pretty good. That label will fit on there. All right, now let me decide on a length. And then once I do that, okay, I'm just gonna cut this edge. And while I figure out these measurements, once I get them all figured out, I'll tell you what they are. So you can kind of fast forward through this part a little bit until I can figure out what I'm doing here. Basically what this is gonna be is just an extra writing spot. So I'm gonna kind of find my middle. And I'm just gonna pinch it so I know where the middle is. I'm just gonna fold this down like this. Then fold this down like this. And I'm gonna fold this down. So it almost looks like an envelope, like that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna fold it like right here and cut it off at that natural fold right there. That's going on. And then I'm gonna cut this off right about here. So that goes like this. All right. Now let's figure out what the measurement is so I can tell you what the measurement is. So we know it's 5 this way. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 inches. It's 5 by 11. So you can do this out of any kind of paper. You can do this out of an 8.5 by 11. Okay, so these are super quick. So you'd fold these two in and then fold it down, and then you fold the bottom part up just like this. I'm gonna ink my edges because that's what I do. I just wanted to be able to stuff one more thing into like a tuck spot that gives extra writing space. Yeah, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I love putting, I love to have probably more than enough spaces to write in my journal. You know, because we've got all that patterned paper and stuff in there. You've got lots of pages in a journal, these types of journals, that you can't really write on. They're just decorative, which is beautiful to have in a journal. So I like to make sure there's enough things in the pockets and stuff to be able to write on. Okay, so what we're gonna do is add, these are just labels that I have, a digital that I have, and I can't, right now, guys, I can't even remember what, like who they're from. I think they're from TaylorMade Journals. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna glue this on 3 sides. You can use any type of label, any type of embellishment. You can use a cluster, anything at this point. I just wanted something kind of flat because it's gonna go in a tuck spot. And I'm just gonna glue on 3 sides. Just like this. These aren't even fall themed. I just basically went for the right colors that I have. I'm just gonna glue that down right there, and that's gonna keep that shut. And you could further decorate here. You could put something right here. And so that just tucks right in there and keeps your little piece closed. Let's see if we can find a place to put this in our journal. Let me find a tuck spot here. Let's see. Let's find a tuck spot. That's a full pocket. I'm not sure. Oh, it would fit if I turned it sideways. Oh, this would be cute. We could tuck it right here behind our little fox guy. So we just have the end of it showing out. So that might work. I'd rather have kind of a bigger journaling card right there though. Could go behind here in that tuck spot, or even this pocket. Lots of places. Let's see if we can find one and land on one here. This might be cute. If I move this one to the front here. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'm gonna put it right there. So it just kind of adds to that pocket. Looks really cute and just another place to write. Okay, so it's a short one today. And it'll be, like I said, it'll be the last that I'm going to go ahead and make the other 4 of these off camera. And it'll be the last of the, you know what, I just saw, last of the fall journals. I'm going to take this out for just a second because I just seen on my desk some fall washi tape that I was thinking would go really cute on that top edge. Oops, and I just ripped it, but that's okay. I don't mind things, you know me, I don't mind things being imperfect. I think it adds character. So I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna run this all the way up into the corner over here and go on the top edge of that envelope, just like that. And it'll add just another piece of interest to our piece, just like that. Cute. Okay. So like I said, this will be the last of my fall journals. When I come back, the last video for these fall journals will be flip throughs of all of them. And I just saw these would be a really cute thing to tuck that point into as well. So I'll probably use those as well. So I'll see you guys next time. We'll flip through all 5, well, 4, because one of them's a gift. We'll flip through the 4 journals before I put them up on my Etsy shop. And I hope you guys have a great night. God bless to all of you. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.